Hello everyone, we're just going to be making a simple room for our arcade whack-a-mole game. Let's go ahead and delete everything in our scene here. We're going to create a simple plane, and with this plane I'm going to turn on snap mode. I'm going to scale this guy up to, let's say, whatever size you want, but I'm just going to scale it up to the max grid over here. After that, let's go into edit mode. We're going to grab the side edge here. We're going to extrude this one edge first, because if we were to extrude all the edges up, it's going to create a cube. So let's just grab one edge, extrude on the z-axis. Let's go like this high. After that, I'm just going to grab the other edges here, extrude up on the z-axis to the same height. Now, as you can see, these pieces are all separate. We can simply fix that by double clicking A, click W, and we're going to remove doubles, and it should remove the double faces, well, double like vertices over here, and it'll merge them together. And if we try that again, let's grab like the edges over here. Let's grab this edge and this edge, move it over there. It's all together now, so we're all good. Now with our our room over here kind of done, we're just gonna go ahead and make some doors. I'm gonna add in like the center edge here. Actually, no, let's add in additional edges. 1, 2, 3. Let's go 3 edges. Grab the center edge. Click Control B. I'm gonna bevel this outwards a little bit, and this will be like the center point of our center beam that kind of separates the two doors over here. Let's grab some additional edges right here. I'm gonna add some details into our room here. Let's go grab these, Control B, add in bevel, just a slight little bevel. Now I'm going to go and we're going to add in some colors into our area here. Let's grab this. I'm going to call the new material arcade, or just walls color. Let's call this let's make this gray or something, light gray. I'm going to make another one. Let's call this the wall decal. Walls decal color. I'll just use white, assign that. It should assign them to that piece right there. Now the floor, I'm going to go ahead, grab the floors right here. Hold B and just select this entire section here. Create new. Let's call this the floor color. And arcades usually have like these really dark sort of floors. Let's go for like a dark purple, slightly like this. Let's deselect, check everything, seems good. And maybe no, I'll go for like this lighter, so like grayish purple, like so. That seems better. Let's brighten up a little, just slightly. And okay, there you go. Seems pretty good. Let's go ahead and make our doors right here. I'm gonna go here, this section here, 1, 2, 3. Actually, before that, let's add in like an edge loop down here. Control B. This is gonna be like the separation between the doors. Let's go in face, grab these faces, 1, 2, 3, 4, grab those, extrude this inwards, or actually outwards, and that will be our door right there. And grab these two sections here, click I, and just scale them inwards like so. And maybe make these a little bit thinner. Actually, no, I'm going to extrude these to scale. No, I use I. I'll just use this sort of. Let's go like this. Grab the edges here, scale this, scale on the y-axis, thin this down. Grab this section here, scale y, thin it down too. Let's hold like this. Seems good. We're gonna go into face, grab these faces, extrude inwards or outwards. Control B, add bevel. Not too much, not that much, it's good. And there you go, we have our doors right there. Just slightly change the colors up. Let's go door color. And I'm gonna go into face, select all these colors here, or all these faces here. And let's go door color, assign. Let's make this dark gray too, or darker. Seems good. Now the windows itself, let's go for a nice, I guess light blue. Let's call this windows color. Window color. Grab these faces, assign the window color, and let's go for like a nice light blue or something. Yeah, there you go. We have our doors. Now this is only one single door. It doesn't look that good. Let's go for like double doors. I'm gonna select this center edge right here. Delete that face. Click L. Select this separate island right here. Just delete faces. We have this piece right here. I'm gonna go into modifiers, add in our mirror on the y-axis, not the x. Clipping. There you go. We have a simple room right here, and we can just size this up. I'm gonna scale this on the y-axis. No, this is x-axis. Thin it down so you don't have too much things to do. Scale x, scale y, thin it down a little bit more, and we just have to put like, populate this tiny little room here with our arcade machines to make it look pretty good. Yeah, there you go. We have our sort of arcade room right here. We can fill up the ceiling next time when we fill in this room, or we populate this room with our machines. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Okay, so I've basically imported the arcade machines and the room into a single scene here and scaled it up a little bit. We're just going to populate this piece here, and I guess we can take these arcade machines, can duplicate this, move it on the x-axis. Maybe you can rotate this on the, let's rotate it on the z-axis by 90 degrees. Actually, let's take this piece, move this first. We can move this right here, and I'm just gonna duplicate this a few times. Shift D on the x-axis, and you can Shift R, Shift R, Shift R, Shift R. You can just add in different colors, like we can just go in here and delete well, the blue color it had before. Take this piece, let's delete this. We have the extra, we can add in another, like, what you call it, the yellow color that I've added in previously. Let's take this, remove this. I guess, like, remove this one. We can go for this one, remove these. Arcade machine, well, that's a screen color. Don't want that to be used. Let's undo that. Create new. Add the yellow color, yellow machine. We can raise this up and delete this. There you go. You have sort of this, well, this group right here. Duplicate this. I'm going to move this down here, this side. And we have like this wall populated by arcade machines right there. And let's do the same for this. I'm going to take this, rotate this on the z-axis. Since we have snapping on, I don't have to rotate it perfectly. Actually, let's just make sure that's okay. Yeah, it's negative 180 degrees right now. I click Control A, rotation scale. Let's move this into the center right here. Oh look, one of our moles. Let's delete that. Let's move this, say, over here or something. Let's put them in the back. I take these, combine these, Control J, and let's maybe move this to the center here. Gonna go to orthographic top, wireframe, check things out. Okay, it's in the center. I'm gonna grab this, deselect that, Control J, jump out. Let's rotate this 180 degrees. Take this piece, place it here somewhere, and we can duplicate this, duplicate it again, and we can place it, like, I guess somewhere here, on the y-axis or something. Move it forward too. Doesn't have to be perfectly aligned together. You can have like some machines that are like facing each other. You can duplicate this, move it on the X, flip it around again, set it to 0, place it like this, In our pinball machine, we can probably put it like in the corner or something. Have like multiple of these stacked. We can duplicate these, move them to the X, like so. Go to perspective mode, check it out. We have our arcade machines like here, looking pretty sweet. I'll take this piece, duplicate it, move on the Y-axis, have like additional like I guess whack-a-mole machines here. But we're just mainly, our camera is going to be standing over here playing on this game right here. And pinball machines, take this, duplicate it, put it like here. I'm going to take these two, maybe move it here, rotate this. I'm going to combine these. Let's put this here in the center. This should be center. Control J. Rotate this by 90. Negative 90. And let's set this, say, over here. Duplicate it, move on the Y, X-axis. Shift R. And yeah, there you go. We have sort of this makeshift, simple arcade machine. Well, arcade area. Grab these, grab them over. And yeah, we can, keep adding more stuff. But right now, this is like the entrance, right? It's better to have it like empty. But that's pretty much it for our arcade area. We can, take all these pieces. I'm gonna delete this extra piece right there. Move this, align them a little bit better. Let's go ahead and just simply grab everything. Deselect one machine here. Let's just deselect. I'll go to wireframe, grab everything. Deselect this, grab this room as the main source we're going to be combining to. Control J. And there you go. We have everything here combined to this one piece. And we can just simply export this whole thing into Unity and use it as our arcade room. Now our ceiling, we probably need to add a ceiling now. I'm going to just simply create a cube. Let's go into wireframe, move this cube above the grid, Control A, set location, and I'm just going to bring this up all the way up top. Let's go to side view, orthographic mode, put this on top of our, well, it doesn't really have to be on top. It's like, it doesn't have to be perfectly aligned. We can maybe push it down here, but I'm just going to leave it like this, scale it up, scale Shift Z, so it doesn't scale on the Z axis. Let's go like this, large or something. Jump out, scale X, thin this out a little. And the top, I'm thinking of just making it like a, let's say, black color. Yeah, let's probably go black or something. Roof, arcade roof color. Let's go for like a darkened gray, something like that. We can have like lights inside. I'm gonna jump to this piece here so I can go in perspective mode, look up, it's darkened. Let's add in some lights. Let's go for like a tube sort of light. I'm gonna drop this to, let's say, 8. Rotate this on the X-axis by 90 degrees. And I'm just gonna bring this up, scale it, shift, actually no. Let's scale this on the X-axis, Y-axis. Scale down, thin it down, scale X, nope, scale Y. And let's maybe, let's bring this up a little bit more. Scale Y. Let's check it out. I'll put like some lights over here. One bar here, one bar here. Place like here or something. And I'll go for like a, let's go like 2 lights. Duplicate, move on the X-axis like so. Take 2, combine these, Control J, and I'm just gonna go add some like sort of pillars on these. Do you even need pillars? We can maybe like place them let's just place them over here. We don't need pillars. Just have them like as lights. Let's call these light colors. Purple light color? I'll go purple and light blue color. Light blue color. Light blue light color. And I'll go for like turquoise light blue, super bright. Grab another one. Let's call this the purple light color. Purple. And I'm gonna go in here, check it out. Perspective mode, check it out. Let's grab like one. Deselect these actually. Grab this, I'll assign this. And this is like what our arcade lights. We can use these. We can maybe put like some actual lights in Unity and use that type of light and just, you know, shine it down. Let's duplicate this. I'm gonna move it, duplicate on the x-axis, move it down, say over here, Shift R, another one right there. And yeah, there you go. We have like this kind of retro arcade look to our piece here. I'm gonna combine these pieces to my roof. Control J, and there you go. We have like our arcade right here. Let's jump into our arcade machine. And yeah, there you go. We have an arcade sort of background. It's just really simple. We didn't add any, we're restricting ourselves from adding any textures, and it's looking pretty good already. And yeah, there you go. We have this nice, simple arcade room ready to go to be placed into Unity, where we can actually set up our game for our little machine here. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Hello everyone. Now, for our whack-a-mole game, I was thinking of making a hammer that you can actually use, or maybe a hammer you can just set aside and use it as a sort of a, I guess, aesthetic type of prop. Now, I'm just going to start off by deleting everything in our scene. I'm going to go over into the create menu. We're going to create a simple cylinder. I'm going to turn on snap mode, or actually let's switch the vertices on our cylinder down to say 16. 32 is a little bit of a overkill right there. I'm going to turn on snap mode now, move our cylinder up, click Control A, set the center pivot or its center down to 0, making it easier for us to simply scale this down like so. And we're going to scale it up on the z-axis about like this much. I was thinking of making one of those, not really hammer looking hammers that you'd see in a whack-a-mole game. I'm just gonna duplicate this piece, scale it up, the z-axis, scale it up, scale down. You'll see what it looks like, but like something like this. It's like this soft top piece and a round pole. It's really simple. We can make it a little bit softer looking by adding some extrusions here and adding this slight bevel up here. Same with the bottom here. We can just simply delete half of this right here. Delete faces. Actually, no. I'm just gonna manually do it. I'm gonna extrude and scale this, sort of pull it down closer to the pole here, and about like this much be good. Add in a bevel down here. Control B. Like so. It looks a little bit rounder. You can go into smooth shading, make it like this. Let me scale this thing down a little bit more. Grab this piece, scale it down, thinner it down, and there you go. We have our sort of mallet looking piece. Let's go ahead and just simply add in the color. I'm gonna go for a dark blue. Let's call this the hammer head color, and let's go for the dark blue color I was talking about. Darken it down, maybe go like something like this, a navy sort of color. Needs some additional bevels, maybe make it look softer like so. And this section here, you may bring it up a little. Control B. And seems good. Let's grab this piece, add a new color. Let's call this the hammer stick color. It's already a stick, it's more like it's handle, hammer handle. Handle color. Let's go for a nice brown color or orange, doesn't really matter. Go like something like this. And yeah, there you go. Let's deselect this, grab this and this, combine them together, Control J, and we have our sort of whack-a-mole hammer. You can scale it up and down, whatever you like. I'm just gonna set this rotation scale to 1s and 0s. Everything is good to go, and we can just export this out and place it in our scene. Use it to whack our moles. And yeah, there you go. We have our hammer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.